Gorilla Tag, one of the most popular games in VR. But how did it get here? Where did it start? Well, it all started on February 12th, 2021, when a guy named Lemming uploaded a game called Gorilla Tag. Now, most of you guys know the main player base of Gorilla Tag is on VR, but that's not originally where it came from. It originally came onto Steam and then later released onto VR December of that year. But a little fun fact here, when they first started making Gorilla Tag, they used robots instead of gorillas as the player model. Now, I think it is time for us to find somebody who's been playing Gorilla Tag since the beginning and ask them how the game was back then.
Oh, hello there, Neon. So I came here, you
Howdy,
joined this
neighbor.
code so then we can ask a couple questions. My first question is straight off the bat is gonna be, what was Forest like back then?
I mean, like, low-key, it was really cool. Like, it was lower textured, everything looked nicer, but honestly, the more recent, development of, Force, I think the dev team, they put a lot of work into Force, so I respect it. But, yeah, older Force was definitely something to appreciate.
Alright, so for the next question, I'm gonna be asking, how is Stump, compared to nowadays?
Dude, getting up that, not nice. They had steps, they didn't have this ramp. That was not nice to the newer people. And it was way more simple. There wasn't all this shop and none of that. It was just some hat room. Just way more simple.
Alright, my final question, how was the community back then?
So I think the community back then was just I would say a little bit better, just because it was more older groups that had VR, had the access to VR. So it wasn't just filled with a bunch of little kids from Christmas and stuff. But I mean, if you look at it, it's kind of a good thing that a lot of people are now getting into VR, because I don't know, it just grows the community and more people are able to experience Gorilla Tag. But yeah.
Alright, thank you for coming here. Thanks for answering my
problem.
questions.
Okay, now we have a good picture of what the game was. Let's get into the update. First ever update Gorilla Tag did after it released was add Caves, a very iconic map, which also came with the new stump ramp, Code of Conduct. Then, over the next two updates, they added the Early Access Bundle and Slippery Walls to avoid people who were good at getting out of the map. Then, barely any time after that, the Loved Canyons map came out, and that also came along with it. Whenever you join an infection map, you will automatically beat it. Then Gorilla Tag added some notable stuff, such as the Message Day board, and then finally came out a huge update. They added City with everything we know, like the nice Gorilla Tag store, the cosmetics, and the currency shiny up. They also added a cosmetics stand to house cosmetics, which we still have to this day. Then for the rest of the year, Gorilla Tag added seasonal cosmetics such as Halloween and Fall. Then after, they added the game mode board and the brand new game mode, the Hunt game mode. Finally finished up the year with the seasonal winter cosmetics. Then the next year, they added the beloved song K-Wave, especially for me. It's a really, really good song and I really like it. And then they, on top of that, they also added some spring cosmetics in the most popular game mode for mini games. Competitive was added, on top of course you needed to access the button to unlock it. Oh, I forgot to mention Secret Tunnel. Secret Tunnel was a tunnel in Forest that people were very confused and wondering what was behind it. By now, Secret Tunnel was already beginning to crack. People were very, very curious about what was behind it. Then Gorilla Tag added some weather updates like rain and a new type of accessory that makes sound. After that, they also added the paintball game mode, on where you shoot other people's balloons that they have, and this also brought the targets, which we will see for Students' Day. A little while after, they added some new decorations. Then they had the new Clouds map, which is later to be revamped. Then Gorilla Tag did something that angered people. They revamped Mountains. It wasn't too bad, but it was a sign for what is to come. Then Gorilla Tag added one of the most non-played maps, Basement. After they revamped another map, and again angering some people, but they eventually got over it. Then 20 days later, the long-awaited beach map came out, which was one of the most beloved maps in Gorilla Tag. And when it first came out, it was the Gorilla Tag community's favorite. And on top of that, they also added Doug the Bug. Then Gorilla Tag closed Caves, and people knew that Caves was getting a revamp. Then it happened. Caves was revamped. Everybody in Gorilla Tag just started going crazy. Everybody hated it. People were super mad and said that the game fell off. Then, after that, Gorilla Tag added back some flashbacks that they usually do around that time. And then, the biggest event in Gorilla Tag history took place, the We Are VR, which set the record for the highest amount of people in Gorilla Tag at one time. Then came the time where I first joined Gorilla Tag in December of 2023. Then Gorilla Tag in February of the next year added science updates to the maze, which you start a chemical reaction with multiple things. I don't really know the name of them. I think it's Mentos, which then starts this weird like green thing that slowly fills up on the map, and you need to wait, and then you need to get to the top of it and then wait for bubbles to appear to be able to jump to the rope that connects it to the top. Then Gorilla Tag made their own makeshift Gorilla Tag plush. Then Gorilla Tag added back the maze and introduced more monkey enemies. Then Gorilla Tag added Metropolis map, where you look very massive in it. Then after that, Gorilla Tag added Ambush, which is basically just infection. These are invisible. After Gorilla Tag added Attic, or beta monkey blocks. Then right after, another controversial revamp, this time of City, and they also added Arcade. Then Gorilla Tag added Bayou, a map you probably never heard of, but simplify. It's really just the map that is connected to the sewer in City. Then Gorilla Tag added the Guardian game mode, which is basically just you need to find an asteroid, break it, and then you become big. Oh, and they added the pull system too. Then Gorilla Tag added monkey blocks, where you build stuff. After, Gorilla Tag added OG caves back to caves, and people were very happy. After, Gorilla Tag added the freeze tag update, which is basically just infection, but you can freeze people. Then Gorilla Tag added the friending system, which is very popular and a lot of people use it to stay in touch. Then in February of this year, Gorilla Tag added the Magma Arena, which you just like throw around some soccer ball or something. I don't even know what it is. After that, Gorilla Tag added the Hover Park update with the hoverboard, which was incredibly glitchy when it first came out. Then Gorilla Tag added the Critters map, where you capture critters. Then Gorilla Tag added the Ghost Reactor, where you kill ghosts for weapons to kill more ghosts. Finally, we reached the newest update, the Share My Blocks update, where you can share your builds to your friends or whoever. But now, what have we learned? Well, at least for me, I've learned to appreciate Gorilla Tag's history. But more importantly, you can finally brag to your friends saying they know Gorilla Tag history. Let's go!